What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Starting this video off at Wawa. I did not have enough time yet to make an intro, so here it is. We are going to trade the Gsxr for a car. I had a lot of fun on that bike, amazing bike. It is just time to move on. Now I can have something I can make content on too, but this is a car I've wanted for so long. Super cool car. I think you guys are gonna love it, and I can't wait till we can get this thing. Man, the lighting here sucks. Second part of this video is how much does it cost to take a 7.3 Power Stroke across PA. Bro, why are you so loud? The second part of this video is also going to just be how much does it cost to drive a 7.3 Power Stroke across the state of Pennsylvania. First fuel up, half a tank, $81.14. And we're gonna hit the road. We got about 4.5 hour drive. It's from basically Philadelphia to Pittsburgh in a way, so it's straight up turnpike with these units. I'm honestly gonna miss this bike, but I've had my fun on it. It's time to get something else. Got us some breakfast. You can see the bike back there behind Hard Muffin. Yo, this car is gonna smoke the Evo.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Oh boy, she's on the trailer. New whip, who this? R.I.P. Gsxr. She's over there sitting. We're gonna miss that thing, but we got ourselves a new project car on hand. Stop number 2 on the way home, 9622. Forget what the first one was already. Got the car though. Now we got 4 hours till we get home. We gotta take the U-Haul back. So there you guys have it. We have officially traded my 2005 Gsxr 600 street bike for a 1997 Mitsubishi Eclipse Gsx. And it's a manual. Now this will be technically my second DSM. I had an Eagletown a while back, and I have just regretted selling that thing, but it needed to be done. This thing needs work too. It's kind of hard to find an Eclipse that doesn't need work, but I mean, I did trade my bike for this, so not a bad deal. If you guys are like, well, GSXs go for like 8 grand now, 8 to 10 grand plus, why'd you trade your bike for that? How'd you do it? It's an R title as well, but it was an out-of-state R title. So now that it's in PA, it's a PA salvage title, so we're gonna have to take care of that. I understand I got my hands full a little bit here with this one. I already got my hands full with that one, so this is just the car guy in me making these kinds of choices, but I'm not regretting it. I don't regret it at all. Guys, I am super stoked right now, but we basically drove across the state of Pennsylvania and I'm super freaking tired, but we did get the car home safely. I'm super pumped about that. All in all though, a solid unit. This thing runs and drives great. The transmission feels great. We did a compression test on it. That came out good. A lot of the stuff in the engine bay is your typical eBay parts, eBay intake, all that kind of stuff. That's gonna have to come out. We got the crappy tan interior, unfortunately, but that is the only thing that matters in here, is that manual stick. We're gonna have to probably redo the entire interior too. I hate the tan on these cars, as many people do. It's gonna need a paint job, and the list goes on and on. It's got crappy wheels on it, etc. This thing is gonna need some body work too. The shock towers actually look great on the car. Not a lot of it is rusted away. There is still some issues that need taken care of, but it's a good starting point. Nothing is really that bad. This GSX has 98,300 miles to it. Like I said, runs and drives great. Interior definitely needs some work. Typical DSM stuff going on in here. And you can tell I am the 7th owner of this thing, so all 6 other owners had their hands all over this car, and I'm sure we're gonna find a lot of fun surprises when we actually get into building this thing. Do have pretty big plans for this thing. We're going to be redoing all the eBay stuff in the engine bay. We're going to be probably building the engine, going real in depth with this thing. Like I said, this is my dream car, so I'm not going to be just doing a cheap build on this thing. I really like to see one all cleaned up and built exactly how I'd like it. We got a pretty good starting point. I think right now we're going to go out and take it for a spin, but we're going to have a lot of work on this thing to do, from the interior to the engine bay to the paint, the wheels, suspension. I'm sure this is going to be a very large, very time-consuming project. Alright guys, you're gonna have to ignore the vibrations in here. It's got quite a bit of them, but we do have a AFR and boost gauge. The AFR is like occasionally working, occasionally not. Everything in the cluster works though. We are gonna have to probably mess with these, and you can tell this isn't even really attached, so it is good to look at these. This thing is on DSM link as well. We just don't have a laptop currently to kind of monitor everything, but we won't go too far. Alright, we're gonna get this thing warmed up just a little bit. We're not really gonna beat on it for a while anyways, but we are gonna go into a little bit of boost so that you guys can at least hear it, because it is very addicting. Thing's got some pretty nasty vibrations, but sounds pretty good. It's a little cold yet, so we're gonna have to let it warm up just a little bit. Like I said, this thing needs timing, needs some tuning. It gets real rich when you get into boost. The boost is all the way down, so right now we're holding a pretty good air-fuel ratio. We're gonna hope that kind of stays. But yeah, we're gonna need to do some tuning and stuff before we really get on this. But it just feels good to be driving my dream car, man. I'm so excited. All in all though, this thing, I'm absolutely in love. I can't wait to start really messing with it. I'm definitely a little nervous driving it. I know everything's good, but you guys know these cars, they have problems here and there, so we're gonna attempt to avoid that at all costs. We are running pretty good air fuel still, but we'll probably get into it one more time just for the video, and then we'll be done until this thing can get some work. But man, that turbo sound though, guys, so addicting. I love it. I've never had really a boosted car besides my old town, and that thing didn't make any cool noises, so. Alright, we're in third gear. We're gonna spool up the turbo a little bit, nothing crazy. Like I said, it's on low boost too, so, but that was not a lot of boost either. This thing definitely needs some tuning. Man, I'm happy with this thing though, guys. Woo! Alrighty guys, so there she is, our new 1997 Eclipse GSX. She's gonna need some work, but we got her home all the way from Pittsburgh across the pretty much state of Pennsylvania. It's been a long weekend so far going to get this thing, but I can say it's all been worth it. There is another car coming to the channel too, so definitely stay tuned. If you guys can, subscribe, like and comment on the video, help your boy out. I would appreciate it all. And I'm just so happy right now, guys.